bring stuff out. See, if I didn't have the cameras running, I could have this whole area covered with everything I need and just occasionally take photos. But since I want to put this on video for everybody to have a look at, I hope you all enjoy it. I always take this off. This is all the stuff I got. Basically, it's Carbon. Right, it's for I think car radio and stuff like that. So that goes straight over there. Put that out the way so I can solder that in a minute. Now I'll turn the solder off because I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it again. That's it. Well, I prefer to try to get some of that sleeving into that, but beggars can't be choosers, the old saying goes. It's not the best job in the world, but I think I have done worse before. Now we need to solder that under there a bit before I put the heat shrink on. So. Hope you see that. Come on, how'd you go? Yeah, you think you might have to want to attach that to something. I think, yeah, say 35. I've never really had a good enough soldering iron to do what I need to do, but like this before, 35 or a bit higher. Maybe a bit overboard in the solder. That might do the job. Now, go give it a quick clean. Don't need this at the moment for a while till I get the next one out. Ready? Which, not complaining. It's quite nice. Very, very nice, this one. Well, I'll turn this off. I'll leave it on there because that's where we want it to be roughly next time. But that is brilliant soldering iron. I'll turn that off. Make sure it has some solder on it as it's going off. It's supposed to have a sort of glistening, a hint of solder, I think, on there to keep the tip looking up the tip. But that is quite a nice soldering iron, actually. Very much impressed. The quality of this, brilliant. And just slide that out of the way. So that's done. Now I'm going to need
Okay, we're not put that screwdriver. So, let's have a look what it looks like. Stretch that out. That's okay.
I don't mind that being shorter because of where it's got to go. Right, because this one will sit up here, this one will sit there. So, lengthwise, I'll reach should. I did give it a fair bit of play around with it. Put that one to there. I'll put the red one next to it, even though it's not going to look exactly like this, but I wanted to have a look at it when I put it into the computer, because this is how it should look when I put it into the computer.
That was strange, because that was last time I did this one. She went all the way in. Okay. Something's playing out with me. I want to put that heat shrink on before. Because that heat shrink was actually went to there. So somehow that's moved.
Don't ask me how, but that has moved. Or did I put a smaller piece on that one? I think I might have put a smaller one. No, I'll put a big one on that. But that's how it's supposed to look, and that's supposed to be flush with that. So you can see that there. That's supposed to be flush, like this one is going to be. But oh well, let's take that out, and now that's how it was before. First video I did. Oh well, that's ready anyway. Let's go look. All I do now, I want to make sure
It should be, yep.
now. That's it, she's done. So when I put this into the terminal block, this one will sit here.
And this one will sit there.
Like that. But that looks okay to me, but I still want that closer to the edge there. That's just my personal taste. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I might need a tad more heat shrink onto that. I'm a little bit disappointed because I think that heat shrink might have raised a fraction up too high from there. So I might have to cut another piece. Just drop it over. Oh, thank you for watching. This is before you won't see that. That's the only part you'll see. But I don't know if I can get away with that. Well, that might be okay. It's just a hint there, but once in the computer it's not going to go anywhere. So that's how I look at it. And I'll be on that angle. I'm not quite sure. No, you can see it just a bit poking through here. So I'm going to have to put another bit of heat shrink onto that and make it a bit longer, which I didn't want to do. Otherwise I'm going to have to re-sleeve it, and I don't really want to re-sleeve it. I'm not 100%, I wasn't 100% happy with it, so I can do it this way. It's just a bit of a cheats method, but I really didn't want to cut it because it was my first attempt, so I don't really want to re-sleeve everything. But that doesn't look too bad. In case that won't look too bad. So instead of cutting it, well, basically I'll double the length. Okay. Who's calling me? Leave the phone. Back in a sec. Look, if you're going to use a terminal block, you want to have a couple of spare terminal blocks so you can do this to start with. You can secure everything you need to secure to where you want to go. Have a look at it and put your heat shrink on it like this. So that's done up. And all you do is slide that over, because this way here you can look at it and go, okay, this is how I want, this is how it's going to look, how it's going to sit, and stuff like that. So we'll heat shrink this one. Well, it was important I didn't care. Ooh, see how it jumped. That should be okay. That's why I think the thicker ones jump, but I think that looks okay. A bit warm there, but pretty much even. I think that's going to look good. Now the next step is I've got to turn the computer off and we'll go from there, because that's how she'll sit on the computer. I'll zoom her out so you can see it. I'll do a quick video of it too. That's how she'll look on the computer.